Welcome back to Craig's Cabin. In this video we're going to be making a gluten-free sourdough starter. Let's jump into the video. Before we get started, I want to show you what a sourdough starter that's been going for a couple of months is. This is Sarah's one. We've just got rid of the discard from it. It's got to be fed, but yeah, been keeping this going for about 2 months. We've made cinnamon rolls and all sorts from it. But we've got a big event coming up, so we've got to do a gluten-free one as well. So let's jump into this.
Yep.
Right, we're going to follow Sarah's recipe, but we're going to use gluten-free flour. I'm using Sarah's recipe because it's been proven to work over and over again. We've made so much stuff from her sourdough starter. So we're going to start off with our sterilised pickle jar that's big enough for it to grow. Then we're going to get our gluten-free flour, and we get our measuring spoon, and it's half a cup of gluten-free flour. This is where I make a lot of mess. There we go, get in there. Not as much mess as I thought. And then we're going to get our measuring cup. There's a quarter cup of water, but we want warm water. You don't want it too hot and you don't want it cold. More water the better, then it'll help it to grow. Because these starters, these fermentations, like with the ginger bug, Ed, who's actually living in the fridge at the moment, is actually living things.
Stir it.
Where's my stirring?
Here you go.
Thank you. I'm going to do our stirring stick in.
Mix it until all the flour is gone.
There we go.
And if you need to add a little bit more water, add some more. Which it looks like you do.
Go back in. See, there we go. Sarah giving me tips because this is the first time I've done this.
You want it like a thick pancake batter.
There we go. We're going to keep adding water a little bit at a time until it goes like a thick pancake batter. Same sort of batter I would use to make battered Mars bars back in the day. Did used to love a battered Mars bar. I can't eat them now. It's getting there. Slowly getting there. A little bit more water, I think. That's better. That's more like it. Looks a bit like silly putty, you know, the stuff that if you hit it, it turns hard. And if you don't move, it goes all gooey. So if you want to have a look, I'll get all the flour off the side. That should be about the consistency you want, thick batter. And next, we're going to want to mark where it stopped. So put that in for wash up. So you get your marker pen or your bit of tape, the measurement on it, and just want to mark right there just to see where it started so you can measure its growth. And you want it at room temperature.
You want it in a nice warm place.
A nice warm place. But don't go put it outside in the
Don't put them in there.
I've just put Sarah's measuring cup in the washing up, so I'm going to have to dry that for her in a minute because she's got to feed her one.
I've got to feed Lexi's too.
And I've got to feed Lexi's one as well. So next we're going to put the lid on. And it's about 28 degrees Celsius in this kitchen. Sometimes it gets up to 30 or a bit more. Perfect temperature for that to start doing its thing. So we're going to leave it there next to Sarah's one. and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll feed it and we'll see how much it's grown overnight. Right. So day 2, you can see the gluten-free starter has risen. So we're just going to rub that off. We're going to feed it. So what we want is our measuring cups. So we've got 1/3 of a cup. I'm only doing it a small amount because it's a small jar. 1/3 of a cup of flour. And then 1/4 cup of water. Like so. Mix that in. Give it a nice mix. Let that settle for a minute and then we'll just mark up where it is. Right, so where's the pen? Get the pen, put the gluten free. You notice I'm using a dry white marker so that we can reuse the jars. So there we go. And we'll see how much it's grown tomorrow. It's actually working. See, that's where we put it in. And that was after the first or second feed, I can't remember. And then that's where I last measured it, and it's already grown. So we're going to take some out, what they call a discard. We're going to put it into this little pot, but we're not going to throw it away like the name suggests. We're going to use that to make gluten-free sourdough pizzas. So let's discard some. And then we're going to transfer it out of this little pickle jar into our new sourdough starter kit pot. So not only can we measure the temperature of the jar, but we can also keep track of what day we fed it and how much it's risen. So get that out. Spoon. Get a spoon out. Give it a good old scrape around. The smell, you'll know when it's doing its thing. Very, very yeasty. Right. I think one more spoon and that'd be enough out to discard. Use we use that mixed in with our recipe in another video to make sourdough pizza, but it's going to be gluten free. Now to transfer this out of this pot. And then we're going to feed it.
Where did you put your little mixing tool?
I get my little mixing tool as well. Get this out of here. Make sure we get all that goodness, all that fermenting out. There we go. And it's going to be used to mix anyway, so we can use it to scrape that. That can go in for some washing up. Right, so next we want to feed it with 1/3 of a cup of the gluten-free plain flour. We was worried at the start of this that it wasn't actually going to work, and it actually surprised us by all of a sudden bursting into life and rising up like a good one. There we go.
Warm water.
Yeah. So I was just reminded me I'm going to need warm water. But we just go to washing up, so I've got to let it cool down. Add the water to it, and that's only a quarter cup of water to the third cup of flour. Get our little stirry mixy tool, mix it back up into the consistency of batter, nice thick batter. Make sure we scrape them sides down, get it all mixy mixed in. Scrape round, get it all back down. Now we've got the band
You've got
round.
to do the other side.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that bit. Sorry. Thank you for telling me, didn't see that. Get that all down there. Now the band tells you when you fed it last. It's not just for that either, because it can show you what we're doing. There we go. So we fed it, it's Wednesday and it's PM. We'll do it there and get it flat. We'll bring the band up so it marks accurately where it's sat. Make sure it's all level. So it's actually at 400 at the moment. And because we just fed it, we want to add our little shower cap on it, our little cloth cap. And we put that back there. And that's different to the other jars we're using. It's like Sarah's one. Got her a big jar for hers. This has been going a couple of months now.
2 months.
And it's got a rather rude name I won't repeat on here.
Let's just call it Leslie.
Yeah, we called it Leslie for short. Because it's a sour old girl. So we're going to feed her in a bit. Now we've got Ed the ginger bug, he's in the fridge. So I'm going to let you guys name this gluten-free glob. Leave in suggestions in the comments on this video. Not in the live chat, please, in the comments. Leave suggestions for names for this sourdough, because it all needs a name. And that, we'll just keep feeding that once every couple of days now. We've fed it every day for the first three days. Do it every couple of days. If you don't want to be feeding it that much, put it in the fridge. When you bring it out of the fridge, leave it to warm up to room temperature, and you can double feed it like Sarah feeds her one. Double feeds it, double the amount of flour, double the amount of water. But only do that if you've got a big enough jar, because otherwise when it starts to grow it will pour over, and it will, like it is, it's a live culture, it will do its thing, it will grow and it will live.
And for the first week you feed it every day.
And there we go, first week you feed it every day. See, she's teaching me and I'm showing you. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one, which will be using the discard to make pizza dough.